Hello, thank you for joining us today, PaTiTek. Congratulations on your win and what this means for Team Liquid, which is that you guys are going to champs. So, my first question is for you personally. I think that you've had a very long Valorant journey, but before we talk about that, did you always want it to be like a professional player?
Yeah, actually, yeah. I think since I was, I think around 12 or 13,
Oh
I
wow.
realized I want to play games competitively. But I didn't know that at the time that there was actual like games to be played competitively. I was just playing League and I was just trying to be the best,
Mhm.
grinding. And I think later down the road, CS came, Counter-Strike, Global Offensive. Then I started playing that and I realized that I'm actually quite good at the game. And then I just went pro.
Mhm. And when Valorant came out, did you immediately switch from CS or?
Yeah, I immediately switched because I had a situation in Counter-Strike where I was banned from like competitive tournaments, because I was VAC banned in CS.
Mhm.
So when I saw Valorant coming out, I was like, okay, that's my second chance of being a pro because I got shut down in CS. So I'm gonna try my best at a different game. I
Mhm.
got a good like background, good like already developed skills, So I just had to transfer that from Counter-Strike to Valorant,
Mhm.
and it took me some time to transfer, like, I mean, not transfer, I think, to get to the top. But yeah, I'm just glad that hard work pays off.
I definitely agree. I think that talking about your own hard work in particular, so you mentioned like when you started going pro in Valorant, I remember you were playing for some tier two teams and stuff around like 2023 and 2022, and then after
Yeah.
that you joined Heretics as their sixth man. So I think my question for you here is how do you prepare as a sixth man? Because are you gonna be scrimming with the full team? Do you have like sessions with just you in particular? Like how does that kind of work? I've always been curious about this.
I think the full process, me coming to Heretics, was basically me being integrated as the fifth player. I mean, being the sixth player, right?
Mhm.
But being the fifth player for the time being, which was like, I think, 6 months around.
Oh yeah.
Um, so I basically had to move to Berlin to live in the Heretics gaming house, live with the boys, and just practice every day, 10, 11 hours a day,
Oh wow.
6 days a week. Hard practice, drilling like strats, learning about myself and learning about them, because coming from tier 2 into a well-developed tier 1 team, there's a huge jump.
Mm-hmm.
And I think adapting is the most important part of joining a roster like that. I had problems at the beginning, especially playing on stage, like with confidence.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I found a middle ground and like a way to approach games in a calm manner, especially here in Liquid. Yeah, basically answering your question is just, grinding the game with the boys, practicing as a fifth player
Mm-hmm.
with them, and just hoping for the best.
Yeah, I think it's been going pretty great for you guys this year because looking at your achievements over the year, you made it to both Bangkok and Toronto. I think at Toronto you had like a deeper run. You managed to win. I think stage one you guys were third. I think so. I think throughout the year you have
Yeah.
been very consistent, but just not able to touch that top. But first grand final this year, already things looking better in stage two. What are the biggest changes you think that you made from kickoff to stage one to stage two in terms of like a team?
I think I think bringing Nikita tracks kind of pushed us to reach higher heights. I would say
Mm-hmm.
the higher ceiling, because I think with previous rosters like the with Kamek and with Serial, I think there was a huge lack of experience coming from both of them,
Mm-hmm.
and we're always lacking that fifth player, like that missing piece, right? I think with Nikita, with Trex, I think we got it, because we got a player which is super experienced. He can hold, he can micromanage, and he can show up when it's needed.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a team basically complete of individuals that are playing together for one goal, which is to win stage 2 and then champions.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the change from Serial to Trex was like the final push of us like reaching higher levels. Obviously, it took some time as well, implementing him into the team, and it's also new for us because we're learning how he works and how he's reacting inside of the game and outside of the game. It's also new for him. So it kind of took us some time to find the middle ground, like found like the same language, let's say, inside of the game. But I think we're getting better at it each day, each week, each game. And yeah, we're just pushing to the top. I think we've had enough of grand finals or like very close runs that we couldn't manage to close out. I think this is the time where we start doing it.
Talking about very close rounds, I think today's game it was a very thrilling game, at least for people watching. I don't know how you felt as a player, but as a spectator, I think
It was crazy.
Yeah, I can only imagine. So map number 3, things are going on 12-11, 1 round away, and what was the atmosphere like before and after that ace? That's kind of what I want to.
I mean, I think everyone was just locked in. We're trying to minimize the mistakes that we are already doing a lot of them before that round. But yeah, like from my point of view, it seemed like I'm just watching in game, like I'm watching short on bind, and my captain just kills everyone, So I think that just gives us confidence to push through and to win the game. But yeah, he stepped up big time and he just locked in a way that I think every one of us could be doing that, but not in that moment especially. So I'm glad he stepped up and yeah, he basically won us the bind because we were just getting echoed so many times, so many mistakes, so many micro mistakes that could have cost us the game, and I think it should have. I don't think we should be winning this game, honestly, but that just also shows that we have a team that is really resilient and can step up to the occasion when it's like shown.
I think that resilience has been kind of like your motto throughout the year. I think no matter how many times you fall short, I think as long as you keep trying, that's a good thing. And I'm really excited to see how you guys do it, how you guys do at Champs. And how does it feel for you personally, being the reason, your team being the reason that Heretics also gets to go to Champs? Does that make you happy?
Yeah, it makes me happy because in some way, like back in 2023, when I got the message from Neil at the end of the year, like at the beginning of 2024, when I joined Heretics as the sixth, he kind of saved me in a way that like he gave me opportunity that I would not be getting any other way at the time. So I think I'm kind of repaying my debt, to them by winning the game and letting them qualify through us winning, because in a way they gave me a chance to show myself on international levels on stage, to then later get signed by Liquid because of them, because of playing in that team, right? So it feels nice to like give something back to them. If it wasn't for the Shanghai final, then I think this is the perfect example of me giving something back to them,
I think that Shanghai final was still very memorable. It was a good game, and Genji already did miss it once, but hopefully you guys don't miss it at Champs this year. Who do you think is the team that you guys are most worried about at Champions? This team is what stands between me and the trophy. Is there somebody like that for you guys?
I don't think there is, but I think for me personally, I just want to play PaTiTek again. I think I got eliminated both of the times on Masters by them in Madrid 1 year ago, and then in Toronto last Toronto. So I just want to play them with a proper roster, with a proper mindset this time, and I think just them. But it's not like I'm scared of them. I just want to play them. I want to win against them.
Got it. And think your journey throughout this year, what do you think is the biggest thing you learned with Heretics and the most important thing you've learned with Liquid as a player in these last 2 years?
I think with Heretics, I learned a lot about work ethic and how you should behave in scrims, and what's the proper mindset and proper work ethic to just achieve something, something big, maybe like lift a trophy or go on a deep runs in tournaments, or just to be a consistent top 2, top 1 team in the league. I think I learned that a lot from them, and I think a lot of the protocols that they had were just amazing, and I think I learned a lot from them. Like I was just like a sponge soaking up water, which is the water is the knowledge from them, because I was just grateful to play with players of that caliber, and yeah, I was just learning from them, and I think that knowledge just I'm using that in Liquid right now. It really helps me a lot. But what I learned in Liquid is I think I learned how to be confident in myself, I think, because I was really struggling with confidence in a lot of those games. And from a viewer perspective, it would look like that I'm sometimes trolling or like not playing up to my level, you know, most of the times. But I think I kind of went past that, and I really don't care anymore, you know, because I think I just cared too much. And I think that was my problem. I'm just super confident right now in what I'm doing, in every move that I do inside and outside of the game. And that really helps me because if I'm going to be confident in myself and my abilities and my shooting, my calling, my everything, then I know I'm not going to be fine. And for other players in my team, if they're going to do the same and they're going to be on the same level or even higher than me, I know we're going to be winning against good teams.
I think you've definitely demonstrated that. Yeah, it's been like quite a exciting journey for you guys, and I hope that you're able to do well in the grand finals as well. So good luck to you and your team. And before
Thanks so
we
much.
wind up, last question: what's your favorite dessert? Like, you know what? After you win a game, what's your favorite thing to eat? Like, how do you celebrate?
My favorite thing to eat. I think maybe I might sound too basic, but I think like a good made tiramisu. It's hitting the spot. I think definitely tiramisu.
I love tiramisu, so I completely agree with you there. Anyway, congratulations again, and see you at Champs.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much for joining. Yes.
Thanks so much.
Ciao.
Bye bye.
Bye.